A dark night in a city that knows how to keep its secrets. But on the 12th floor of the Acme building, one man is still trying to find the answers to life's persistent questions. Guy Noir, Private Eye.
It was one of those cold, overcast winter days in St. Paul when a man puts aside his New Year's resolution about diet and he watches his calories as they go into his mouth.
Okay, there you go. 4 eggs over easy.
Thank
the
you.
hash browns and the 12-ounce sirloin rare.
Right.
Yeah, I'll say side of French toast and blueberry Bismarck. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. I wish people wouldn't say no problem when I say thank you. It just, whatever happened to your welcome? More gracious. Anyway. I was celebrating a windfall I'd gotten from selling a dresser that my Aunt Betty had left me, which I sold to an antiques dealer named Red Burford.
Yeah, not really a dresser or a chest of drawers, more like an armoire. Some would call it a chiffonier.
Well, anyway, this dresser, armoire, whatever you call it, it has a companion piece, a credenza.
You mean a sideboard?
Well, we used to call it a commode, actually.
Well, where I come from, a commode is a toilet.
Well, we used to put napkins and tablecloths in it, so...
Hey, well, I never heard of putting napkins in a toilet, but hey, to each his own.
Yeah. Anyway, this shaker dresser here, whatever you call it, went with a commode. So
It's not shaker. It's French. If it were shaker, I'd offer you a couple $100. But as an armoire, it's worth $50,000.
You're right, it's an armoire. I didn't look at the back of it there, sure.
And with the sideboard here, I'll give you 75.
Sideboard. Good to get that straight at last.
You mind if I pay in hundreds?
Oh, Benjamin Franklin. Very nice, yes. Always good to see his smiling face. Lovely man. So instead of cornflakes, I was enjoying steak and eggs and French toast and a Bismarck.
Excuse me, Mr. Noir, sorry to interrupt your breakfast there. Bob Hubbard from the Hubbard Rubber Cupboard Company in Upper Abercrombie County.
See, I never heard of rubber cupboards.
Well, it used to be lumber cupboards, but rubber is preferred by plumbers because it's got shutters which double as scuppers.
Oh, I see.
Anyhow, my daughter Bubbles Hubbard and her deadbeat hubby Brad Bumpers, who peddles bilingual biblical Scrabble boards, were imbibing a bourbon and grain belt beer, and Brad, whose hobby is bodybuilding,
His hobby or hubby?
It was hobby, I believe, unless
Hobby.
he's holding something from
Yes.
us. Anyway, he dropped a barbell on the big toe of the pigtail playboy Blake Breck, who'd been a pallbearer at the funeral of Bubbles Hubbard's blonde bimbo buddy Barbie's boyfriend Biff's dad, and he got embalmed.
I see. Okay. So what do you need
you
from
know,
me?
she danced the rumba in baubles, bangles, and beads with Brad's best friend Biff, who told his daddy on his deathbed to bet $10 on the Daily Double, and it came up clubs and won a bucket of shish kebab and a broadband bird bath.
What? What's a broadband bird bath?
Well, it's for broad-billed bluebirds who feed on bed bugs and cobwebs.
Well, I never heard of it.
Well, the broadband bird bath, that was a blockbuster. Regular barn burner. Anyway, what happened? Oh, sorry. Whoops. Oh, it's Bubbles. I'll be right back. Yeah,
Okay.
hello, Bubbles.
Quite a story there. Well, time for me to dig in here. And,
Oh, Mr. Noir?
yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt your breakfast.
That's okay.
Oh, wow. Is that all for you?
Yeah. That's my
I
breakfast.
thought maybe you were having a couple of friends over
No,
or something.
no.
Okay.
What's up there?
Oh, my name is Nina Norman. I'm with the 5-County Arts Consortium, which is in the process of establishing systematic methods of creating platforms for participatory cultural programs to expand capabilities for creativity and to a community and sort of coherent conversation.
So platforms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're a carpenter?
No. A platform, it's a medium, a framework that facilitates creativity and is accepting of participants as assets who can connect with each other.
Of course, yes. So how can I help?
Well, have you heard the term user-generated participation?
I have now, yes.
Okay. Well, it means cultural delivery systems, wherein people can curate their own experiences unmediated by a provider.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so they can interact and share and foster reciprocal relationships.
And you wanted me to do what?
Oh, you mean why did I come in here?
Yeah.
I was just hoping you could help me find my car keys.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked all over the cafe, the street, outside the car, the gutter. I just can't.
How about in your right hand? Did you?
Oh, Sure, great. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yep. All right, there you go.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, gosh darn.
So now you can have a reciprocal relationship with your car
I
there,
guess.
you know, which is a self-delivery platform, unmediated by outsiders except in populated areas. You know. Hope you get there without interacting with other cars.
I'm sorry, without interacting?
Yeah, stay in your own lane.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
This sirloin, 4 eggs sunny side up. Looking good, and I was just about to cut off a big hunk.
I'll talk to you later. Yeah, so anyway, I'm back here.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Hubbard from the Rubber Cupboard Company.
Yes, just talking to Bubbles about Barbie's boyfriend, Breck Blake's buddy Biff with a busted big toe.
No,
and
actually, it's, you said it was Blake Breck. Yeah, who busted his toe.
Oh, right.
Biff is Barbie, the blonde bimbo's boyfriend, whose daddy's funeral, Blake Breck, was a pallbearer. And, after Biff told his dad, Bud, to put $10 on the Daily Double and came up clubs, he won the bucket of shish kebab and the broadband bird bag.
Well, that's like a whole different story there.
Well, no, it's what you told me, Brad. The bodybuilder dropped the barbell on Blake Breck, the pigtailed playboy's big toe.
The Blake who distributed bilingual biblical Scrabble.
No, that was Bubbles Hubbard's hobby bread bumpers.
Oh, anyway. Well, this isn't about that. This is about rhubarb.
Well, what about rhubarb?
Arabian rhubarb supplements build radical backbone balance by stabilizing rib cage and stimulating lumbar.
Okay, so what?
Well, anyway, Blake Breck brought a Republican rabbi, Bubba Abramowitz, who bamboozled Barbie into coming into the Bloodmobile and buying the Arabian rhubarb supplement from his debutante daughter, Dodie.
Wait a minute, a rabbi?
Yeah, a Republican rabbi with a propensity for pulpit pomposity who bedazzled Barbie at Brad Bumper's barbecue. But anyway, that's not the point here.
Well, what is the point?
This Republican Arabian rhubarb supplement that builds backbone balance by stabilizing and stimulating the rib cage and lumbar. Where can I buy that? Do
I
you know?
suppose from Bubba Abramovich's debutante daughter, Debbie.
Well, I looked for the Bloodmobile all over St. Paul. I drove up Cedar, Summit, Summer, Stanford, Hamlin, McGuffin, McCubbin, Hubbard, Arundel, Edmond, Edgecombe, Dudley, Doswell, Cleveland, Commonwealth, Carter, Como, Burton, and Pierce Butler Road.
And you know something?
What?
What? My breakfast is getting cold, that's what.
Oh,
Huh?
gee.
It was warm and now it's cold.
Sorry,
You've
but
been wasting my time.
the Arabian
here.
rhubarb,
Just go.
But you wouldn't
Please.
happen to...
No, I would not have to.
Okay. Would you like a coupon for a rubber cupboard?
No, I would not.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're not going to eat all that food
I
yourself, are you?
am,
'Cause-
yes.
Okay.
Just beat it.
All right.
My breakfast was cold, and then it got a little cooler as a long shadow fell over it.
Hi.
She was tall, she was blonde, she had a look about her that is illegal in certain states. Her neckline swooped down to the point where I didn't dare let my eyes wander south of her chin for fear they might never come back. She was a woman who could make you give up nuclear secrets, and if you didn't have any, you'd try to think of some.
Are you Guy Noir, the private eye?
Yeah, well, what can I do for you? Hey, don't I know you? Aren't you the heiress to that, to the tissue paper fortune?
I was, yes.
Yeah, what happened?
It all went in the toilet.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm so cold in this dress. And I saw you sitting here and you look so warm. Would you mind if I sit next to you for a minute and just warm up a little?
I think we could manage that.
Okay. Thanks. That's so much better.
Oh, it is, yes.
Yeah, you're like a furnace.
Oh, I am now. I am, yes. My heart is pounding. If you lean against my chest, you can feel it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
You're trembling like a leaf.
I know. Would you mind if I warm up my hands?
Oh. Wow.
Is that okay?
Whoa.
That's
That's
okay.
more than okay.
Okay, good.
Your hands are so delicate. They're like little spiders.
Is that ticklish?
More reckless than ticklish.
Okay.
I'm not complaining.
I never did this before.
All right.
Oh my, people are looking.
Yes, it's envy, Miss
Hap.
Hap.
Amanda Hap.
You're a beautiful woman, Miss Hap.
Thank you.
Oh, you're leaving so soon?
I'll be back
Well, when?
soon.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. I finished my breakfast in the afterglow, and you know, when I discovered that her beautiful hands had removed about half of the 50 grand from my pants pocket, and Also lifted 3 credit cards out of my wallet. I didn't feel violated. I felt honored. As if I'd been the object of a rare expertise, like being operated on by a great surgeon. And she'd left me half of the money, and she'd left me 1 credit card, so it could have been worse.
A dark night in a city that knows how to keep its secrets. But a light shines on the 12th floor of the Acme building. Guy Noir, Private Eye.
Sue Scott, Tim Russell, Mr. Fred Newman doing the sound effects.